It was a normal Friday in April when RM decided it's the perfect time to break the internet. The leader just went live on YouTube and shared something exciting about the boys of BTS, and you bet everyone was talking about it nonstop. Since the pandemic struck the world, nothing is the same as before, as the K-pop scene took a complete turn, leaving K-pop groups and K-pop fans alike with no choice but to adapt to the current situation. I know it can get too much sometimes, but before you go out and about with your day, I am here to bring you good news, to make it a lot better. And when I say a lot, I mean it, because RM, yes, BTS's leader RM, just shared an exciting news about the new project he is brewing together with the boys. Okay, make sure you buckle up because we are getting started. 2020 so far has been crazy, but it seems like BTS decided it was not crazy enough when they decided to drop another masterpiece of an album, which is Map of the Soul 7. As if their previous releases were not enough to take our breaths away. Oh, by the way, this is not yet what RM shared about. We're just getting a look back at how BTS did earlier in the year, before we can finally jump into the good stuff, so stick around. Okay, going back. With their title on, MOTS 7 broke countless records, as expected of course, and everyone was hooked for weeks. And it's no surprise that people around the world can't help but repeat every song on the album. I personally am guilty for doing just that. With 19 tracks in total, it was a total success, and ARMYs can't get enough of it. Not to mention BTS collaborated with Sia this time around, another collab we never thought we needed. To make things even better, as of June 2020, the album had sold a massive 4,265,617 copies, and now makes BTS the country's best-selling act of all time. Proving how determined ARMYs are, it was also reported that 2.65 million sales were recorded within the first 6 hours of release, which is insane if you'd ask me. It not only topped the chart in South Korea, but also reached number 1 on the US Billboard 200 and the UK's official album chart, which is only expected from the global stars. Let's also take this moment to talk about the success On garnered for the boys, because it's definitely because of the many first on records that RM was able to deliver such exciting news for ARMYs around the world. Just like every BTS song, it was already expected that their new song will most likely hit it big. But it was still an amazing feat when On snatched the top spot on the Billboard digital sales chart, which was never done before by a K-pop act. And even though it did not place the same on the Billboard Top 100, BTS still made a historic precedent for snatching fourth place on the said chart, which ultimately made them the only K-pop group to place that high on the prestigious chart. As expected, nothing less from the one and only BTS. I hope all of that didn't overwhelm you, because we have finally arrived at the most awaited announcement. And I bet you've been on the edge of your seats that whole time. Don't worry, I promise this is more than worth it. It was definitely a strong start for BTS, and 2020 looked already as promising as it can get, and ARMY can't wait for what the 7 boys have in store for the rest of the year. But as we all know, the pandemic happened, and everything was put on hold. Literally, this affected the music industry, and K-pop was no exception, as live audiences were not allowed, while concerts and fan meetings were cancelled. Things were not looking as good as it was before, but RM was there to save the day, as he talked about something that made ARMY jump with excitement. In the live stream, the charismatic leader joined for the group's Bangtan TV YouTube channel. RM revealed that BTS is gearing up for a new project, and that alone was enough for ARMYs to give 2020 another chance. RM talked about how the pandemic affected them, and of course they miss their fans as well, because performing in front of them is always way better than anything else. With their supposed concerts and live events being postponed or sadly cancelled, the leader took the opportunity to share what the group has been up to when everyone was forced to self-isolate. Fans were up to a treat when RM further explained that ARMYs should expect for the boys to check in every week on the platform to share updates so that they can still feel connected, even though they are physically unable to meet due to the pandemic. Of course, fans can't help but voice out their happiness. ARMYs were quick to compliment RM by saying that the gesture was very considerate, and BTS never fails to show how they appreciate their supporters worldwide. Fans also applauded the boy group for taking the extra step just to make sure that ARMY will not feel alone during these trying times. The livestream was actually enough to make fans' days a lot better. But no, BTS never settled for less, because RM proceeded to tell ARMYs that the boys were actually preparing for their next comeback. Yeah, he just casually confirmed what ARMYs had been guessing since the release of On. After the massive success the song garnered, fans had been actually speculating that BTS will most probably continue with their momentum and once again release an album. It ended up as nothing more than just a rumor though because of the pandemic, but lo and behold, RM just confirmed it. And everyone was going crazy because not even a year after they released their hit song On, RM excitedly informed the world that BTS is gearing up for another domination as we speak. So better get ready because these talented boys will be back before we know it. The leader also revealed that the group will be sharing their creative process to the fans, so that they will feel that they are part of the journey. ARMYs were of course ecstatic that even without official confirmation for Big Hit, the topic created a buzz on the internet, and there was no doubt that everyone was getting ready for another BTS hit. It was actually not the first BTS decided to let their fans see the raw and unfiltered process of every music they create. In fact, ARMYs are even spoiled with backstage footage, released on BTS's official YouTube channel, and the famous Burn the Stage movie that was released to the public last 2019. The said backstage documentary/movie let fans see the hard work and sacrifices the boys have to offer, just to make sure that their 2017 Wings tour was perfect from top to finish. Well, of course, it was since the said tour drew the attention of 500,000 fans from 19 countries, which was of course already a big achievement for the boys back then. Fast forward today, selling out concerts are nothing but a piece of cake. After RM shared the exciting news, ARMY were on their feet looking for possible clues they deemed useful in order to guess what concept the boys would take this time around. And it had been a difficult task since we all know that when it comes to BTS, anything can be possible. ARMYs are not complaining though, as they can finally feel the wait is almost over since getting means another comeback is already coming their way. I personally can't wait to what BTS has in store for us this time, and just by the looks of it, it seems like they are coming back to make 2020 a lot better. Well, for that, I offer my gratitude in advance. Are you as excited as everyone else? Make sure to let us know in the comments down below what concept you think BTS will use for this album. Also, don't forget to give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time, bye!